Good morning, good evening, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues from all over the world. My name's Yue Qu, and I am from Teachers College, Columbia University. I am thrilled to share my latest academic research at this esteemed conference with you all. Today, I'll be presenting a paper titled Global Trends in Peer Effects Research, a bibliometric analysis based on the Web of Science database from 1992 to 2022. Through this analysis, I have explored the development of peer effects research over the past 30 years, examining trends, hotspots, and key contributors in this field. So, what I'm gonna cover today is in 4 parts: introduction, methodology, discussion, and conclusions. As you can see on the screen, this picture from The Simpsons illustrates the concept of peer effects, which is what my research focuses on. Specifically, I am investigating whether being enrolled in the tracking system or attending an elite school affects our academic outcomes through peer effects. So without further ado, let's dive into the introduction behind my research. As we all know, the belief in the positive impact of peer effects on education is widespread, with parents often enrolling their kids in elite schools or gifted programs to be paired with high-achieving peers. Stuyvesant High School is a notable example, with a 25% of Ivy League attendees and 8 Nobel Prize winners. However, there is no consensus on peer redistribution policies like tracking or ability grouping, and a recent Elite Illusion article suggests that they may harm disadvantaged students. Despite extensive research, we still have no idea of the effectiveness of these policies. Thus, understanding peer effects is crucial in assessing the effectiveness of such policies. A scholar once said, journal articles are a barometer of research trends. The articles published in the Web of Science indexed journals are considered a gold standard for basic social science research. By studying the core English literature collected in the Web of Science, we can get a better understanding of the research trends of peer effects. Unfortunately, previous literature reviews on peer effects were mostly based on qualitative analysis, which lacks comprehensive coverage and is relatively subjective. Therefore, there is a need for bibliometric analysis to provide a deeper and more objective understanding of this topic. My study aimed to answer several questions, including the trends in the number of publications, which countries and regions are mainly engaged in peer effects research, highly cited international scholars and representative works, and hot topics and development trends of global peer effects research. I am deeply fascinated by this topic because if peer effects do exist, we can arrange students in a way that maximizes overall educational achievement and benefits society as a whole. Understanding how peer effects work is crucial for education policy decisions, such as how to redistribute students based on their abilities. My research objectively reviews the latest development trends of peer effects in the field of education and aims to provide a useful reference for educational research and policymaking regarding peer redistribution. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is methodology. To identify future directions for peer effects research, I used bibliometric methods and fast viewer software to conduct a co-occurrence analysis. I searched for English papers in the Web of Science call collection database that contained keywords like peer effect or peer influence, or peer contagion in the education category from 1992 to 2022, resulting in over 46,000 articles. After excluding irrelevant literature, I obtained 3,199 articles related to this topic. Bibliometrics provides a quantitative approach to analyzing academic literature. In my study, I used bibliometrics as the primary method of the analysis. By using the Vast Viewer software, I was able to create visualizations of the results and gain a comprehensive understanding of the research trends in peer effect studies. Now let's take a look at Figure 1, which shows the publication trend of research on peer effects. This graph gives us an overview of the progress made within the field over the studied period. We can see that peer effects research has gone through three stages: stable development, fluctuating growth, and rapid growth. In 1992, education scholars began focusing on the influence of peer relationships on students' academic achievement. Since then, the number of publications has rapidly increased, with 288 in 2009, almost double that of 2014, indicating that international attention to the research field of peer effects is continuously growing and has become a research hotspot. Now, let's move on to Figure 2. Which shows the countries with the highest number of publications related to peer effects. The United States had the highest number, with 1,455 documents due to implementing policies to redistribute resources among peers to boost their academic achievement at all education levels. China and England are next, with 424 and 220 documents respectively. Citation analysis is a valuable tool for identifying the most influential papers in a research field. Highly cited papers have a significant impact on the topic compared to the less cited papers. The top 10 most cited research articles in peer effects are shown in Table 1, with Ruda's article on effective teacher-student relationships as the most cited paper with over 1,000 citations. Using Vast Viewer, I analyzed highly cited institutions in the field of peer effects and found that American universities such as Pennsylvania State University, University of Michigan, and UCLA serve as the main pillars of this research area. Figure 3 showed that certain American institutions were among the earliest research institutions in peer effects, while Chinese research affiliations entered this field relatively late. The size of the nodes indicates the total link strength, with institutions in China exhibiting a greater tendency to collaborate with a diverse range of institutes. These findings have contributed to the gradual formation of a core peer effects research group. In social science research publications, keywords play a critical role in understanding research patterns and can help identify research gaps. Using Vast Viewer, I analyzed the co-occurrence of collected keywords appearing in documents to understand the conceptual trends of the research topic. Among the articles, over 9,000 keywords were identified, with 90 keywords selected based on a minimum frequency of 40 occurrences. Based on a co-occurrence analysis of international peer effects research, this study identified four main research hotspots: school, dormitory, classroom, and group-level research, as shown in Table 3. A thick connection line between two atoms indicates a close relationship. while a larger node size indicates the high frequency of occurrence of the items. Figure 4 shows the interconnected clusters of related keywords, providing a visual representation of the conceptual evolution of the research topic. As we have seen in the previous discussion, we'll now move on to the last part. What I found is that the literature so far was mainly discussed at the following three levels. There has been a lot of research going on, but the research was most focusing on the classroom, school, or dormitory level. But there is little studies focusing on peer effects within sub-classroom groups, such as seating assignment and gender composition. That is what I am gonna working on in the future. This suggests that policymakers can adjust the composition of peers at different levels to enhance the effectiveness of resource allocation in education. So thank you again for the opportunity to speak here today, and I look forward to stimulating and engaging exchange of ideas with all of you. Thank you.